Let me ask you something. When was the last time you raised your hand and asked a question, even when you were scared that might people will judge you? Maybe you were sitting in a classroom, maybe you were attending a meeting, maybe you were in front of a senior, a professor, a successful entrepreneur, or someone you really admired. You might have a question in your mind, but you didn't ask it because you thought, what will people think? What if my question sounds stupid? Maybe everyone already knows the answer. And that exactly where I think many of you lose opportunities, like a lot of opportunities. Because sometimes the opportunity isn't hiding behind a door. Sometimes the opportunity is hidden behind a question you were too afraid to ask. So today I want to talk about something very, very simple. Keep your hand up. Like always keep your hand up in the air, no matter what. But I'm talking only about literally not I'm not talking about only raising your hand in the air. I'm talking about developing a mindset where you are always willing to participate, to listen, learn, question, and explore. Because when you consciously listen to people, you don't just hear information, you start discovering possibilities. So don't just listen, listen consciously. There is a huge difference between listening and hearing someone. We hear thousands of things every single day. People talk to us, teachers teach us, our managers give instruction, people share their experience, we watch podcasts, we watch YouTube videos, we read books, but how many of it do we actually process in our life, in our daily routine? Most of us listen while simultaneously preparing our response. Sometimes someone is talking and we are already thinking, what should I say next? When will they finish so that I can speak? What I'm going to reply? That is not conscious listening. Conscious listening means I'm not listening just to respond, I'm listening to understand. And once you start listening this way, something very interesting happen. You start noticing the gap you are missing right now. You start noticing the details of the communication, and those details become questions, and those questions become the opportunities. That where you need to understand how important listening is. Why keeping your hand up matters? I mean, like, why does matter for you to raise your hand always? Think about a classroom. The teacher asks, does anyone have a question? And suddenly the entire class becomes silent. Everyone is looking at everyone else. And there is always that one person who raises their hand. Now, maybe that person doesn't know more than anyone else. Okay? Maybe they actually know less, but they have something that many others don't have, the courage to ask. And every time you ask a meaningful question, you are doing three things. You are listening. Second, you are making yourself visible. And third, you are creating a conversation. And you know what? The third part is extremely powerful. Here is the all game changing thing, because opportunity usually don't come from nowhere, they came from people and conversations. So I hope now it's clear to you that having the question is very, very important. So from now onwards, you need to understand that whenever your hand is up in the air, there are certain possibilities of opportunities. So It's just a very, very, very simple request that start applying this in your daily life, and you will see the result, how beautifully it will work in your favor. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.